All right, Lauren, go ahead.
Okay. So the way you're going to get to activate your eXp or your kvCORE is going to sign into Enterprise, which everybody should have that saved or know what their password is, etc. And then it's super simple. So once you're on this first page in the Enterprise, you do see the Technology Solutions kvCORE platform down here. That's not where you go to activate it, though. That's where you'll go. You can click link to log in. But to activate, you're going to go to the left-hand side and click Optional Services. Then this screen is going to look a little different for you, but it basically says sign up or something like that, and you fill out all the information. I know it asks for your MLS ID number, or it should say that you are verifying that Spokane is in there. Just make sure it's the Spokane MLS that it's asking you to join. And then once that does get activated, you'll basically just get an email that says, here's my password, and you're good to go. So it's super simple. You just go to optional services and sign up for kvCORE. And then once you do go in to log into kvCORE, you can click on this platform. I just have mine always signed in, but I would bookmark the kvCORE.eXpRealty.com. Your bookmarks, and that's how you get it, and then you save it.
Perfect. Hey, thanks for going through that. So yeah, once you're logged into the eXp kvCORE platform here, a couple things. Most important thing to do is just to go through this agent success plan here. So when you're on the dashboard tab over here in the left hand,
you're not sharing yet.
Yeah,
I can't see your screen, Connor.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, rewind. What I was pointing at was this agent success plan here. And if you click on it, it just takes you through a series of videos. And I went through, I want to say 50 to 60% of this in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So once you're logged in, here's the course. And they say it's 5 weeks, but if you take a look at the videos inside of it, they're 5 to 7 minute videos. And, there's 3 to 5 of them in each lesson. So up here, it will say start course. And again, all I did was go to the dashboard tab here and then click on agent success plan. So it's the very top one on your drop down menu. And this might be closed. If it is, just open it up and you can see dashboard, agent success plan. Click on that. It takes you here and you hit start course. Mine says resume course because I've already started it. And it saves your spot in the course too. And we can actually track how far you guys have been through it as well.
For you to look at.
So that's another thing to keep in mind. And I think we're really going to push getting all you agents through this course because, just in these 2.5 lessons, I guess I'm only 36% complete with it. But the amount of information I learned on this platform in these 2 lessons alone was astronomical, and shouldn't take you too long to go through it. You can see the video time length here: 1 minute, 6 minute, 5 minute, 12 minutes, 4 minutes, 7 minutes. So you could just sit down, every morning, maybe watch a couple videos and try to learn it. I don't know when we're switching over to this platform, but it's a good idea to get a head start while you can. So that's the agent success plan. I'd highly recommend going through that first thing. Second thing is if you click the drop down menu on the right hand side and go to my profile, I want you guys to go through and fill in as much information as you can on this detail page about you. So you'll fill in things like your Facebook, if you have a Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, your cell phone, your email, upload a picture of yourself. You could change your job description here. So if I just click on edit, and again, all I did was go to this drop down menu and go to my profile. And then here's where you could fill out all of your information. So first name, last name, upload an image of you. I think Kyle's doing headshots here soon. So if you need a new one, get with him. And then your job, obviously you're a realtor here. Put in your MLS ID. I'm not sure what this thing is, the NRDS ID.
That's in, for all the agents, that's an RPR. You find that. It's your National Realtors ID or something. So,
right. Okay, cool.
Fun to have, I guess.
Yeah, and the more information you fill out on this, the better your profile is going to look when someone's searching on our team page. So all I did was take the links and put it in here. So Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You know, I don't use Pinterest, or I don't have a YouTube account. Instagram, and then down here you'll select your position. So you could just type in Realtor, and then just select from your whatever one you think looks the best. I think it'd be good to have, you know, one on every agent so it all looks the same. So, I mean, for now, I would just put Realtor. Yeah, here's your bio. I don't think you need to do the signature, your credentials, your background, your education, your experience. Again, take some time to go through all this stuff and just fill it out completely. It just looks a lot more professional when it's done. Here, you could type in your website. So, James, I think yours was jameskk.exp.
JamesCashork.eXpRealty.com.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So yeah, put your eXp site in there just because that's going to be the one that you're using. And then, you know, if you have a personal website, obviously put it there. So once you're done, make sure you hit save. And then it saves your profile. So now if I go to our website here, this is the Tri-Cities new website, agent roster. And then as you can see, like Adam, he hasn't filled out anything on his stuff. You know, Andrew's filled out a little bit. Cody's filled out the most. Drew, you're slacking. I'm even slacking. But you could see my social media stuff pops up down here. So you could see the difference, like looking at Cody's and compared to, you know, Adam's. Obviously, Cody's pops out more because there's more stuff on his website here. So. Cool. So yeah, okay. Fill out that agent profile. Shouldn't take you too long. You know most of your stuff. Should take you 5-10 minutes tops, and that'd be a good place to start there. So last thing I want to go over in this training is the CRM here. So if you go to Smart CRM, which is the second drop down option. Actually, I'm sorry, it's Marketing Autopilot. It's the fourth one. This one right here. So we're going to set up the smart campaign. So these are the drip campaigns that are built into kvCORE. And if you hit start a campaign here, you could see this is what pops up. And kvCORE has a library of campaigns that are already built in. You can see there's 23 of them. And I went ahead and added all the ones I thought were necessary. I know we are still working on updating these with tasks and things like that. But other than that, the texts and the emails and everything that go out are very good. We've been getting a lot of response from the Tri-Cities, you know, leads coming in and stuff just from the texts that are built in into the system. So to add them to your library, all you need to do is click on this down arrow, and then you can go through each one. So you can see, here's the description of it. I believe the one I used for buyers and sellers was default new lead seller. So this is when a new lead comes into your website as a seller, is marked as a seller. As you can see, the design for, so there's buyer, seller, buyer, seller. So this one explains itself here. It says default. Where'd it go? I just saw it. Oh, I'm in the, here we go. So sellers that come in, this campaign is automatically going to start for you. And all you need to do is add it to your library. And if you want to go in and check out the texts and the emails and what it does, you can just go right in here. And it already has tasks, as you can see, assigned. So you're going to get a voicemail notification, you know, go leave a voicemail on day one. Immediately, this email is going to send out. And as you can see, it's very well designed. So it already actually has a agent signature built in. So if we're going to use that signature that Kyle created for us, we're going to have to, you know, edit these a little bit. Who's texting me? Yeah, go through these and you can edit them as you like. And I actually don't even see any texts here. Oh, here's a text right here. So this text will go out. The charts are finally going back up. Any chance we could talk again about getting your home listed, call me. Simple text. If you want to add stuff to these, you can totally do that as well. But first things first, you need to add it to your library. So I would go through them and I would see which ones you want to use and add them to your profile and make sure they're turned on. So you can turn them off and turn them on just by hitting that button there.
So when you add them, all you're doing is clicking the blue default new lead, active seller, whatnot, and it just goes in there.
Right. So yours probably, this says my library. Right now, yours doesn't have anything in it. Yours shouldn't have nothing down here. I have all this because I've already went through and added these to the library, to my library, which is the team's library. But if you're doing this, you know, as an individual, this is how that works. And all you're doing is just hitting add to library, and then it just adds it to your campaign. You can see it shows up right here.
Where is this add to library button you're talking about?
It's right. So kvCORE library.
Mm-hmm.
Drop down
I
menu.
had my, okay, the people were blocking. Okay, I see it. Sorry.
Yeah. So you could see there's, you know, they have some renter campaigns. You just kind of have to understand the lead default. So new lead is obviously someone that just came in. Our prospect, a prospect is going to be a qualify. An active is going to be a nurture watch. A client is going to be a hot lead. That is someone that's signed a loyalty with us. And then contract is going to be under contract. And then close is obviously going to be closed. So I don't know if you guys want to write those down, but those are the new lead categories for kvCORE.
So in answer, client is our hot category. Those people have signed a listing agreement, or we're showing them homes right now, or they've signed loyalties with us. So that's exactly what a client is, because they've agreed that they're going to work with us. So that's a true client.
And then there's archive, which would be trash.
Trash and archive, yeah. Just one thing I was going to say is that I think if we can really use like kvCORE to the best of its ability, that's the most ideal thing. It is really like AI interactive. And so it'll kind of smart filter your clients so that you, like, depending on how they respond to a drip or whatever, it will auto qualify them to things. So just going through that success plan and making sure we know how to truly use this before we actually get into using it with clients, I think is super important. And I'm hoping that that's what we can do, is just like use it the way it is now, because it's possible. Like, it's possible to make it really good, and we don't have to muddy it with trying to do anything outside of the norm. So just really learn to use it as it's intended, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
I agree.
Definitely.
Last thing, actually, I want to go over that I discovered that's pretty awesome is when you're on the dashboard here, you can go to your calendar, and you can actually sync your Google Calendar to kvCORE. So I can see everything that's going on right inside the dashboard. So I think that's
How did
a
you do
pretty
that?
cool feature as well.
How do you sync that, Connor?
Also, you click the little mail icon up at the top,
Ah, there it is.
and you connect your Google account here, sign in, and then you select your calendar, and and then you let me know when you guys are done with that, because then you go down to the settings there.
Google settings. Got it. Calendar. Got it. Dope.
Did you see that, James?
Yep.
And then I think you have to click on Google settings once you hit that mail icon again, and you have to click this that icon on the little switch button.
Well, you can actually sync your contacts in there too.
Yep.
Yeah. But it's going to import them as leads, so I think is what that just says.
Well, you can choose the category that you import them as. I mean, you can, because there's the slide switch to sync all Google contacts into kvCORE, and then below it is import contacts as sphere, prospect, new lead, active lead, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I might do archive if you have a, well, depending on what you want to do. I know when I did it, I had a sphere campaign that was on, and it started that sphere campaign. So I had to go through and I had to unsubscribe them from, that wasn't very fun.
Yeah, I got an email from Connor after he did that.
Same.
We're checking in. And I was like, oh, hi, Connor.
Yeah, I think I replied, what?
Yep.
Do you guys have any other questions? I think we can wrap this up now. If not,
Not at
Thank
this
you,
point.
Connor.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I'm sure I'll have questions when I play with it, so I will be sending you a message for 1 o'clock tomorrow, if that works.
no problem.
Sean, I would also say, like, get kvCORE set up, because you having that meeting with him is not going to be a beneficial meeting. But then also go through this success plan. I think Connor's right. What we would like to do and what we've heard from our trainers on this is, like, if agents have questions, the first question is from us is, have you gone through the entire success plan? Because if you haven't, then you're not doing your due diligence to educate yourself. But there's also an extra, like, learning portal to continue to learn about everything. So once you're in the success plan, you could go and see a whole bunch of free courses on other stuff. So first steps is definitely that success plan before we get bombarded with a bunch of questions that maybe we don't even know the answer to, and you could, teach us or something,
Oh, no, that makes total sense. Absolutely.
Cool. Thanks, Lauren.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to text me. I'm always around, and I'm still learning myself too. So.
Word.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, Connor.
All right. We'll talk later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.